The biggest fight in the NHL right now is Pride stick tape. I'm Jeff Beer, and this is Fast Company's brand hit or miss of the week. This week we have a miss, and it goes to the NHL. It's not a new issue, but it's one that is not going away and continues to be a big brand miss for the National Hockey League. Just before the 2023-24 season started last week, the league sent a memo to its teams saying that use of rainbow-colored pride tape was now banned, from games to warm-ups to even team practices. The move comes after a long year for the relationship between the NHL and the LGBTQ community. During last season, several players made headlines for refusing to wear themed jerseys for various teams' Pride nights, with reasons ranging from religious beliefs to running afoul of an anti-gay Russian law that could hurt Russian players when they return home. So, to avoid more bad press coverage and confusion, League Commissioner Gary Bettman decided to remove all themed jerseys from any games throughout the season to avoid the distraction. This includes common theme nights like military nights, hockey fights cancer, and more that teams around the league have had fun with for years. Alright, let's get this straight. In reaction to just a few players who have objected to being asked, not forced, to wear pride jerseys, the league has swung way in the other direction to actually prevent players who want to show their support and allyship from doing so. And in the process, it's actually tarnished a brand image that's been built over years of supporting the LGBTQ community. Longtime player agent Alan Walsh said on his podcast that it was about 5 players who actually opted out of Pride last year, while more than 700 others had no problem at all.
So why should the 4 or 5, why should those players take away something that is meaningful, supportive, raises money, and actually contributes to growing the game? Why should they be allowed to take that away?
Obviously, this is the league trying to prevent those few players who do object from negative media coverage based on that decision. But in the process, and by doing it in such a drastic fashion, I mean rainbow colored stick tape, it's erasing so much work the league and its teams have done to accept and embrace the LGBTQ community. The Stanley Cup first went to the Pride Parade in Chicago in 2010, while the rainbow stick tape has been used since 2016. A statement from You Can Play, an organization that has partnered with the NHL since at least 2013 to strengthen a sense of belonging for LGBTQ+ athletes, coaches, and fans, said, quote, "It is now clear that the NHL is stepping back from its long-standing commitment to inclusion and continuing to unravel its one-time industry-leading work on 2SL LGBTQ+ belonging." Many players, including 3-time MVP Connor McDavid, have said that they're disappointed in this decision. And as a fan, I'm right there with them. But even putting where you stand on the Pride issue aside just for a second, this is a really flip-floppy, weak brand move from the league. All its past efforts now look like publicity stunts over real action. Surely there's more room for compromise and understanding between those who would rather stay quiet on issues like Pride and outright banning any support of it. For a sport that's famous for fist fights and missing teeth, right now, as a brand, the league is missing its backbone. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching.